Hey there, Steve here. Hope you're doing well. For this video I want to show you some chords in the tuning of D, A, E, A, C sharp, E, which sounds like this. And that gives you an A major with a D in the bass here. So A/D. Nice bright open sound tuning. I've been having lots of fun with this one, noodling around and coming up with stuff. So like I said, I want to show you a bunch of chords that I made in this tuning, and then I want to show you how you can embellish these chord ideas by using your strumming hand for tapping, something like this for example. So I made 7 chords, and each chord is built from each note of the A major scale here. So the first one is a major 7, so that's the A major 7. The second one is going to be built from the B, so it's a B minor. And then a C sharp, so it's a C sharp minor 7. And then next we go to a D major 9. And then we have a kind of E major chord. It's got like a E regular major with a 4th and a 6th, I believe. Then we go to F sharp. And then a G sharp kind of diminished chord I made. Sounds quite funky. You don't really have to use that one very much. So you may notice that a lot of those chords sound quite similar, right? And this happens a lot in open tunings. Things start to sound quite similar. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing. This also can be a really good thing, because this means we can start to embellish our chords. So what I mean by that is we can start to add extra notes to make them potentially sound more interesting. And how a lot of guitarists do this is they either add more notes to the chords that they're playing as they're picking them or strumming them, or a lot of guitarists will actually tap, either one-hand tapping or two-hand tapping. And I want to talk about embellishing these chords that I made by using one-hand tapping. We're going to be using our strumming hand to do some tapping, like I shown you back in the intro. So as I want to keep this quite simple, if you're just like kind of getting into this kind of thing, or you're looking for a new way of looking at open tunings and tapping, I've kind of made a box to constrain ourselves to practice to. And because we're in A major, I've made a C minor arpeggio that we can use for our tapping notes. So we're going to be using these notes, and I'll get them on screen for you. So we can also use lots of other different notes, but for now I want you to try and limit yourself to using these notes. But don't forget about don't forget about those lovely open strings there, if you're going to pull off with your tapping. So the chord progression I got here is going to be a 1 4. It's going to be a 1 4 6 5 progression, and I'm going to add a little variation in it. So that's going to be starting from our A major 7. Sounds very nice, right? Very pretty. But we can have that same thing here. Let me go to the F. I'm going to throw a borrowed chord in. So that's going to be our chord progression. And then what I want you to do is strum these chords, so like this. And then remember that box shape, we're going to keep practicing that box. So as you get used to changing the chords and learning where that arpeggio is, try going backwards too. And then after a couple of minutes I started messing around, and I was already coming up with simple stuff, like I made this, for example. So yeah, so that's quite a basic example there, but that shows you, like, if you keep working at it, you can start coming up with stuff, and then you can try and make it more, you know, mathy, you know, try and not just keep doing the same repetition like that, start doing something slightly more interesting. And also, if you throw like a kappa one, then you're going to completely change the tuning, right? Let me just retune when you put a kappa one. Something you should always do, if you haven't done, is retune whenever you put a kappa in, because you find most things are going sharp, and with this tuning you get that. It's a good one. But same thing again, if you're coming up here, so we can play the same chord shapes again, but we're going to have to find that scale again, right? So yeah, so keep so yeah, just for now stick with that box shape I've given you there, and start to use your ears as well. Don't get too bogged down with the theory, right? If certain notes start to sound good with what you're playing, and that doesn't sound good together, right? Then, you know, by all means you'll be able to find notes that work for you. And there's open tuning, so you can do quite a lot of possibilities there. But this is just for you to solely take away and practice, you know, start getting the technique down. The next step would be start to use like two-hand tapping ideas to embellish the ideas, basically. You know, like that tiny moving parts example. But yeah, I'm having so much fun messing around with these open tunings. You know, I'm just coming up with stuff all the time. And those examples for this video were fairly basic ones, so I encourage you to like try and expand on that. Don't just get stuck in like sticking to the same repetition and routine like that. But if it sounds good to you, then by all means, you know, keep on plodding along and see what you come up with. But I'm interested to see what you guys come up with in this tuning, and I want to have your input on it too, because I'm fairly new to all this open tuning kind of stuff, so I like to see what chords you guys like to use and what ideas and how you approach this kind of thing. So if you can link any resources and stuff in the comments, that would be great. But all the content that you see in this video will be over on my website, and you'll find a link for that in the description, so you can head over there and you find all the tabs and whatnot on that page. And if you're looking to support me, I have Patreon, where you can sign up for like monthly donations, you know, from little as $1. You can look at it as, you know, you just buy me an extra coffee to keep me going. Talking of coffee, I've got some here to keep me going, a sip of that every month with writing all this content. But it's totally up to you. If it's going to cause you any financial stress, then really don't consider that. Just, you know, watch these videos. And also, you know, you can cancel at any time, and you can cancel before the monthly payment is there as well. But it's not just you giving me donations. I'm giving you stuff in return, such as early access to videos, and you can get your name in the credits to every video. And also I'll be able to send you some t-shirts after a certain amount of months. And also I have a new tier, which I called Let's Talk About Math Rock is Here to Help, where you can send me some of your songs or some of your playing, and then I'll give you a written critique on that, like potential things, you know, you could improve, or you can tell me what things you're looking to do, and I can help you achieve that. So thank you for considering that, if you do look at that. And I do also have some merchandise as well, all of which you'll find in the link in the description. And if you're looking to pick up some Christmas gifts, I have Amazon links down there, so even if you're not buying anything from those Amazon links, if you use one of those codes there, and if you buy something from Amazon, then I get a small percentage of whatever you purchase. Basically, it's just a couple of dollars, but helps me buy gear and such for the channel, so I really appreciate that. As always, thank you for watching, and leave any questions below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.